Hello everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew. So takeaway from the last session is probably not record videos when you're too tired to actually only play the game. We have our third crew member. We have revived Quentin to aid us in our search for the treasure, which he's more than willing to do. And yeah, I think it's time to hunt for more either soul energy or pearls. So let's go to the map table and see where we can go. We unlocked 4 of these islands, so I think I mean, it's a bit, you know, whatever way you go right now. Me personally, I like to start with the twins of Nerekta Marash, so I'm gonna go there. This will give us a black pearl. We stay in the same difficulty and then we see what's what. So for our next character, probably gonna revive either T-Racer or maybe even Pinkus, I think, because I like them. I think the most comfortable solution would again be Lady or John.
The twins of Nerekta Marash. A rather elaborate name for such a modest island. The twins would likely put a nasty spell on you for those words alone. How do we go about this then? We must land on the island. Most likely it won't take them long to notice us. When they speak to you, play along and do what they say. At the right moment, we must shift the game towards the Black Pearl. Now, choose our landing, Navigator.
Okay, so 2 entry points and 2 exit points. So it's always Nerech and Tamarash. Those are the 2 twins, after which the island has been named. I think it doesn't matter. They are fairly even and how they are sorted out. So I think we just start on Tamarash for the heck of it, because I usually started always on the other side. So let's go, Tamarash. Yeah, and we can now freely choose crew. There's no required member of the crew, and also you can just go ahead and play this mission with like 1 crew member or only 2 crew members, depending on if you want more of a challenge or if you need some badges or if there is a badge that actually can be taken. So my usual order of this would probably be Toya and then Afia and then Quentin. So yeah, just so I don't get confused with the numbered shortcuts. I'm gonna try to keep this simple. That's one of the things that happens in this game, at least for me. If you're using the numbered shortcuts to select the characters and just switching crew a lot, I start to get confused at some point and often select a crew member that I actually did not want to do.
I think they might be dead. Dead indeed, but only on the outside. Not like these others,
Who are dying from within.
Do you think they want to play?
I think they noticed us.
Yes, the twins of Nerekta Marash. That is who we are.
But we've been babbling much too long. We have 2 special bushes on the island. Put these robed puppets in them.
You want us to drag all the zealots on this island into those 2 bushes?
No, it will get boring after a while.
How many do we want?
Let's say 5?
I prefer 2, to be honest.
Well, some amount between 2 and 5 then.
Okay,
Let me remind you.
so those were the voices of the twins, and they got 2 special bushes, as we can see in our mission log. It's the red bush, that's on Nerech, and the blue bush, which is on Tamarash, where we are. And they want us to stuff the corpses of some of our fellow island travelers into them. So yes, it's actually mandatory to take out guards in this mission. I think we start with those 2. To be able to stuff them into those bushes, we can't hide them somewhere else, but I don't think that matters too much.
Let's get moving, eh?
So I think these 2 are fairly easy.
That's some spice.
Is that? There shouldn't be footprints here.
Unless you screw up.
No second thoughts, eh? I'm here.
Like I just did. Okay, fun. So let's not talk about easy before we actually manage to pull it off.
You too, huh? Maiden, we must leave. And soon.
So those two will try to leave the island because they are spooked by the twins.
Never look back. Straight to the point.
So we finally managed a simple takedown.
Opportunity call.
I think we will drop him here for the time being. So Toya can take out the other guard.
All in one motion.
Bye.
A taste of the heavy customer. Simple.
Cool. So let's make a
See what's out.
Inquisition Acolyte deposit down here so we can feed the bushes later. Cool. So we got the top half of this. And there are 3 commissariuses here. I think that's... I hope this is how you multiply commissarius. Commissary E probably, because it's Latin. And this is fairly difficult to find a spot where nobody's watching anything. But it might be here. Like this spot. And if you press H, you see that here are bushes that are really easy to overlook. So we could hide there and take out that commissarius. Other than that, I think it's a very good option to try to sneak over here and probably trigger this with Quentin. So let's try to trigger this with Quentin. I might fail this multiple times, but let's show off what Quentin can do.
Don't sell me short. Nobody takes what's mine.
So, where are you looking, sir? Okay, we need to wait until he's turned around.
I can smell gold already.
Then we need to see where he's looking. So we can go around here. Okay, and then I quick save. Let's see if we can run through.
Will it yield coin?
Well now.
Yeah, we can. Was a close call though. Okay, those were the twins of Nerectimerash who just managed to do the things with the crates themselves, so we absolutely did this for nothing. Apart from the fact that one of the guards has left his post. Doesn't help us too much though.
Oh, the Mason, what happened here?
Unless, no, he's still being watched. Okay, awesome. So back to the original plan of taking
Move like water.
the commissarius out when nobody's watching him, which has just been made harder by the fact that the guard ran over there.
Was it the curse?
Let's quick save and see if we can take him out now without...
Enough.
No. A clear no.
Hey!
Sadness.
I carry this burden for a reason.
So let's put the Katashiro here.
This doesn't happen again.
What's in it for me?
Let's get
I
over...
like these odds. A sword for the hunt.
What do we have here?
Okay, that was a close call.
Thank you for the backup.
I'm always prepared.
Okay, too late. Awesome. So that all didn't work out too well for us. Here's one of the exit points, and also highlighted, if you press H, then it's easier to find stuff like this. There's a cave that connects the 2 islands, so you can go underneath that bridge over there. Okay, next try of taking out this commissarius.
A memory for the Mari's Horde.
Opportunity calls.
Shadowblade.
It's not a big area where you can do that. Let's try here.
Simple.
Yep.
Raise with your legs.
Okay, cool. So, and that again was the first stone of that building. From there on it gets easier, because now that commissarius is not watched by anyone else. So Aphia can go and take him out.
For further strategy.
I'll be there soon. My body says.
If you don't screw it up like I nearly did.
Let's try
You
a
got
new
quit.
What do we... Let's get you somewhere else.
Cool. Or we don't want to hide the people in the bushes because we need to feed the special bushes. Okay, let's see where he's looking. Okay, nobody's watching those two now. So you can go and place Toya somewhere here.
Quickly.
And Aphia
Is razor sharp.
somewhere here.
Well.
So do it like this with a blink. And do Toya manually.
Slice and dice.
Yeah, that's a good solution, I guess. So, in later missions, there's always the possibility that if you execute such a plan, you overlook someone that's standing on top of some other ledge. You can prevent that by using the viewpoint checker a lot more than I'm just doing. Or you just try and arrow it. Also works most of the time. So, go.
Taste. Meditation is different.
Cool. So let's get those two sorted. I think we are going to sort out
Skill.
the other two.
Move like water.
So guards that are engrossed in conversation have their viewcon straight ahead, so you can like get beside them
Any coin?
and just do takedowns.
What's in it for me?
They will not be able to react fast enough if you remember to uncrouch. So very good. Shift, we're gonna quick save as usual and then execute that plan.
A memory.
Ta-da. Cool. And we got that fella. I think he's not watched by anyone. Gonna quick save regardless.
Your help is appreciated.
Bye. Cool.
See you around.
So, yeah, we got enough
Anyone?
stuff to feed the bushes.
Oh, hold on. That's a big one. Diamond.
First one done. Very good.
This is very peculiar, even for our standards.
That is somewhat true.
What do you say?
What do you think?
It does not suffice.
A bit more.
Of course.
Humor them for now. We will bring up the pearls soon enough.
I follow.
That's enough. I hope they like their lush little leafy entanglement.
Good words.
Thanks. Now, I believe we should burn something.
Fire.
It's the best. It's hot, not cold, brave and bold, steamy while dreamy.
May need a torch.
We'll gladly fetch a torch, but we've actually come for
A pearl. Yes, black and shiny. We have it. You want it. We know. Now grab a torch.
Well maneuvered, navigator. I spied a torch by one of the peaks.
So, I think this fellow is actually not watched by anyone. It has been some time, thank you, Marley. So,
Nice ball.
the twins want us to get a torch. And the torch is here on this side of the mountain. There's also Kindred, and a commissary is watching. And yeah, torch is on the Naresh side, so we have to get there somehow. I think we probably just use this. There's a door. I think I cannot get through that door right now. I will try to get there with Aphia. Otherwise, we probably need to have another crew member with us on one of the missions to Narek Tamarash. So let's take out the crew on this side of the mountain first.
The fight begins. Good timing, man.
We got the stairs over there, so I think I'll probably just blink up there with Aphia.
Fine blend of memory.
Never look back.
Bye.
No second thoughts, eh? Heave ho!
And just will keep deposing stuff there. Let's go
Do we have here?
Our
here.
objective is clear.
Yeah, let's do it like so.
Having is better than wanting.
So let's play around with the golden skull for a wee bit there. Can set up a kill scheme on those guards. Like Quentin will take out this one. Then we can get Toya to here. I hope they won't see us where we are standing. I think it's pretty close as it is. So we move back a bit. Okay, cool. And
Let's see what's out there.
Aethia can
I like it already.
can shoot someone with our pistol, right? For funsies.
It's going to get loud.
Pistols though have a large noise radius,
From
so
here to
probably
there.
not now.
Consider it done.
Ooh, right. So let's do the guard on
this moment.
that's targeted by Quentin with the skull. Therefore we see where his recon is aiming. Maybe something like this is fine. It's always the first guard that sees the skull will walk towards the skull, so it's sometimes not so easy to do this. Okay. Then we will have those two go. Was a bit closely timed, but still, that was kind of nicely executed. And those are the satisfying parts of this game, when plans actually work and you don't screw up like 500 times. So, let's see who's watching those two. I think he is actually not watched by the Kindred. So the Kindred has turned his back to us, which is nice. We can probably take out those two from the bushes, and the last one we can just blink.
I like these odds.
So let's do that then.
Is there treasure?
There is probably treasure, Quentin.
Gold already.
So we put Quentin in that bush, and the other two we will put in the other bush.
A worthy memory.
Okay, I think we waited a bit too long there, so I have to wait until that guard returns to where he started. Or we go now? I think we can go now.
Aye. Well now.
Darn. Okay, I think he's looking in the top direction anyway.
Anything shiny?
Okay, we probably just do it manually then.
One-arm technique.
My soul is
Sufficient.
razor sharp.
So just waited until Toya would probably hit him,
No distance.
and then did it manually, which was nice. What was not nice was trying to talk and explain what I just did, and waiting too long to kill to kill the commissaries there. So maybe we just can't do it like so, because that will alert the Kindred. Okay. Is he watched by anyone when he's standing there? Yes.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, I still think that was the right call to make. Toya can take out bows because he has a shorter takedown time. We just have to time it correctly.
My soul is razor sharp.
A single strike.
Masterful move, ship.
Strike with precision.
Yeah, sometimes they congratulate each other on stuff they do, which is kind of nice. Okay, those were the three guys here. I think there is probably no reason to hide them. Let's hide them anyway.
What's in it for me? I like it already.
Slice.
An offer
Let's get
I
you
can't
somewhere
refuse.
So cooldown on the rod isn't too high.
Battlefield.
Okay, I accidentally
My chest is off limits.
hooked Toya there.
I'll take that.
Cool.
Finders keepers.
So, see, the other side is two commissary, see, commissary E, commissary I, and basically no one watching them, I guess. One commissaries and one normal acolyte. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. It's a two-man job, so we're gonna go with, I think, Aethia and Quentin over there.
Opportunity calls.
Oh, Aethia still has load to carry.
Shiny.
So, jump down here and we go into
Feast for my blade.
that. You can also distract the Kindred and run over, but it's harder.
They found the connection.
Also, you get some trash talk from the twins.
Portal.
Is it?
No, not really.
What then?
Diamonds,
Secret.
rubies, emeralds.
Ready to serve.
I.
Golden greeting. Will it yield coin?
Cool. So he's looking a long way off. So the guards that carry around these large bells will raise the alarm and call for reinforcements. They not only be alerted and start shooting you, but they also will call in other guards that normally couldn't hear the shots. So you want to watch out for those if you raise an alarm, which in general I think you should try to avoid.
Let's unshackle your sword.
Cool. How is he looking? Okay. Oh, there's a large dead zone behind that rock for him, so I think Quentin is safe taking that one down. So let's go.
Remember, Marley. Couldn't see eye to eye. Come fishy fishy.
Cool. So now we're ready to take out the kindred.
Our objective.
So we marked the one, we killed that one, we hit enter, and killed them both simultaneously. Huzzah. Been there, done that. So now that we got that out of the way, we can safely pick up the torch from this point.
See what's up.
So, clicking this will pick up a torch.
You figured out what a torch is.
I don't know where the tooltip is for this, but
We're in the stack of
if you-
barrels next to the
let's
shack on top of the right
take
pillars.
Quentin.
Pirates stored them long ago and stashed their foul-smelling water in there.
Foul-smelling water. Do they mean the grog?
I believe they do.
It's a
We
deal.
can't burn the grog.
Sacrifices must be made, navigator.
But the grog.
Okay, we sacrificed the grog for the greater good.
It takes what's
In this
mine.
case, so torches. If you go into bushes
Don't waver.
and you crouch down,
There must be a simple explanation.
okay, usually torches are extinguished if you do that.
No fire in here.
Yeah, there are no fire in here, so somehow it was buggy just then.
Let there be light.
But usually,
I can smell gold already.
cool.
Bush can't hide the flame.
Yeah, okay, so seems to be a bit buggy, but if you crouch in a bush or just enter a bush, the torch will go out and you can't take them through there. So
We have here. I like these odds.
it's better to have a clear view. So we can now torch these barrels,
Well done.
which is what the twins want.
Pearl.
Yeah, now we want the pearl.
Yes, here, take it.
We don't want it anyway.
I liked it, actually. It was so dark and powerful. Reminds me of something.
Blah, blah, blah. Take it before we regret it.
And where might we find it?
The caves of the mountains. The darkest place in the world.
It's on the plank that reaches far above the water.
You're such a wet blanket sometimes.
Ta-da! So, yeah. There we have our black pearl, and that concludes basically the mandatory mission parts of this.
Yeah, maybe. No. I was just kidding, of course.
Now the only thing we have to do is to find the connection back to the Mali. So take out one of the two acolytes. You can look on the map, it's Narek or Tamarash. There is actually quite an easy thing you can do for a badge that I know of is you can stuff a corpse in both of those. This will give you a badge. I think we can probably just do that. So I think this rock will be triggered by the twins anyway if we go there. Let's take Aphia and see if we can
I'll be there.
feed the other bush.
Thank you for the backup.
There we go.
The maiden.
Cool. So nobody is actually... Oh yeah, he is.
This, I shall not move from this place.
And he won't leave his place. I think we can just heal the commissarius. Let's try that.
No second thought.
Bye. Okay, cool. And then we just feed him to the red bush.
Heavy.
And then you get the no favorites badge. Another badge that I know of is if you if you actually overstuff the two bushes, like overfeed the twins.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Let's try it.
So I think we entered on Tamarash, so we try to leave on Tamarash as well. Well, it actually doesn't matter at this point right now. I think next time we do it the other way around for the 2 badges, of course.
I like these houses.
So I think this tier doesn't involve too much. The patrol will turn around. We can kill this with a drop down, like from Toya. And then take out the Acolyte. And that's basically all there is to it. So now is a good time.
I'm honing it.
Just don't kill the other ones. Cool. And that was bad. And this concludes the mission that I forgot the name of already. But I think the game will show it to me.
Through the below we go.
So I probably should actually name the episodes by the mission that are actually presented in them. So it's Prepare for Trouble. Cool, badges. Some badges. Some general badges as well. So, cry some more. Seems like we accidentally killed some more Mimimi devs. Oh, Philippus Compositor and Rasmus the Unfortunate. Yeah, there's Out of Sight, Out of Mind. It's a hide 750 bodies throughout the whole game. We already hit 50. I think 750 shouldn't be too hard to do in a playthrough unless you're leaving corpses all over the place. Back to the multitudes landing. First step, no favorites is the one I told you about. I don't know what the one is called. Way overstuffed the bushes. And then we got Explorers progress on all of those. So, fine. Here's the quick overview of what we did and how we got there. Regarding quick loads, yeah, I think I screwed up at the beginning and at the end it was relatively solid. So playing these missions for a second or third time, I think at the beginning it would actually be enough if you had 2 characters. Like Afia and Toya could probably do this mission without getting into too much trouble, because most of the time you're concentrating on what 2 characters are doing anyway. And triple takedowns aren't super necessary because you got Afia's time freeze thing. You just have to use it more than I'm doing right now. Cool. So we reloaded 3 times. That's fine. Yeah, statistics. Good stuff. Next loading screen, because Mali has to be loaded every time. Cool, so I think we will find out more about the ninja fish right now. I don't know if there's a major story progression. So whenever you return from an island, you will return from the below. Oh, senora.
That's coming from the bow.
Find the jester. What jester? Okay, yeah, it's from the bow. So there is the jester. Cool. Why ever he's on the ship now. So let's check out the jester. We can select
Well.
Afia. And if you click here, she automatically will choose the shortest way through the doors, which is, I think, fine. So let's see what the jester has in store for us.
Signora Manicato, I'm glad you have survived thus far.
Not for your lack of trying, Jester. You threw me right in the thick of it.
I told you I wish to be entertained. And please, call me Virgilio.
Very well. What brings me the pleasure, Virgilio?
A simple courtesy call, lest you assumed I've lost interest. You don't mind?
Oh, not at all. Though I can't speak for the Mali.
Oh, don't worry. I have my ways of slipping under her notice. Now, don't let me keep you. The road ahead is long. and I have a lot riding on you after all. A presto, signora.
Hey, Molly, notice anything unusual just now?
You mean aside from you staring blankly into the void? No. I do, however, have a question for you. Come by when you are able.
Okay, so the Mali, for some reason, cannot detect Virgilio when he's on the ship. And Virgilio is just making a courtesy call, just to state that he's still interested in the outcome of this story. So we have to wait out and see how this goes.
Another successful venture. Your expertise does come in handy, Navigator. So, tell me, what draws Aethia Manicato to my captain's legacy?
Does a pirate need a reason to chase after treasure?
If the chase means facing an Inquisitor of the Maiden, then yes.
A fair point. I do want to carve something from your captain's hoard.
Which would be?
A reputation. Whoever finds Mordecai's treasure has made their first step to becoming a legend.
So, you would use my captain's death to grow your own fame?
Don't misunderstand. I don't want some easy shortcut to glory. If I'm going to be remembered, it'll be for something worth doing. And finding your captain's legendary treasure and spitting in Ignatius' face, well, that seems like a worthwhile cause to me, eh?
You surprise me, Navigator.
It actually does. Okay. So that's all there is for main mission right now.
Consider it done.
We have the opportunity to talk to our crew members.
What is it?
I always have the opportunity to banter, have a chat.
Ahoy, ship cook. So how does it work around here? Do I just order something, or is it more of a sit back and eat what you get kind of place? I don't mean to intrude.
Sit down, please.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Now, what do you think cooking is?
What do I think cooking is?
Don't repeat the question. Answer it.
It's tasty. Maybe like a form of art?
It is war. A war I do not intend to lose. So, if you insist, it is the latter.
The latter of what?
This galley is more of a sit back and eat what you get kind of place. Here, take this.
When did you make this? Smells delicious.
Between two blinks of your eyes. In my profession, you neither waste time nor ingredients. Now try it. The temperature is intended.
Incredible. This is the best thing I've tasted in years, maybe ever.
Another bout won. So the spree continues.
What? You routed me the moment I smelled this dish.
I'm glad to hear it. Now you may leave me to my work. I'm looking forward to our next bout.
Likewise.
Okay, that's some more information on Toya, how he sees cooking. If you're bored about all these run around the Mali and do crew tales and talk to the ship, then this is probably your time to hop off this episode and go into the next episode, because I think it doesn't make any sense to do multiple missions right now. I'm taking too long for these. We are at over 30 minutes. So doing another longer mission will probably take us way over the 1 hour mark. So I want to keep this shorter. So what we are going to do instead is we're going to talk to Quentin. We have Quentin and Toya talk to the Mali. And then we do the next part of probably Toya's crew tale right now. Just some easygoing chat. So let's see what we can learn about Quentin.
I wonder, Quentin, what brought you onto the Marley? I always saw treasure hunters as more solitary figures.
Indeed. I used to sail around the lost Caribbean on a little sloop, fishing and trading what I found. I found my niche as a sort of treasure peddler, if you will.
Was the Marley one of your customers?
Yeah. Or rather, the captain was. Ghost ships in general tend to be good patrons. Cursed crews have interests in goods few others appreciate. And they often own objects that conjure my interests just as much.
Ah, so Mordecai had something you wanted.
Oh, did he ever? I'm convinced that that black eye he was hiding behind his eye patch was actually a big, cursed gem. So, I made him an offer.
Which he refused.
He said it wasn't for sale, but if I became part of the crew, he'd one day show me where he found it. Hence I joined, presuming it would take me maybe a week until I pried that secret from him. That was almost 3 decades ago. Well, no matter. I'm sure I'll figure it out someday. Until then, I'll have to continue fishing.
Okay, so that's how Quentin got hooked on this ship. Very good.
Now we're getting somewhere.
So you can select either Toya or Quentin.
Let's try a new recipe.
And the exclamation mark says Crewtail, and the speech bubble just tells you that you have some banter. So Quentin can just go to the Mali and talk to her.
Quentin Albers, resident treasure hunter and full-time treasure hoarder, reporting back for duty.
Greetings, treasure hunter. It's good you're back. Our treasury has become dangerously empty.
Your treasury, Marley? My chest is still sufficiently filled, I assure you.
Be that as it may, I will remind you of the terms the captain has bartered with you.
Yeah. Half a share for me of all the gold I find, plus what I fish from the sea. I've never been dragged across a table so thoroughly. He could barter, the old black eye.
Speaking of your own treasures, I've noticed some of the skeleton crew with suspicious-looking accessories.
Ah, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I've lent some of them a few of mine. Now, it's high time I go and collect the interest. See you around.
Okay. We also could actually go and start Quentin's Crewtainer, but I don't think I'd like to do that. So let's take Toya, talk to the Mali. That will advance his
Mali.
Crewtail.
The fish that was hanging here?
I haven't. I can't pay attention to all the inhabitants on my decks at all times.
Some skeleton will have moved him then. He is, after all, still my student.
The fish is your student.
Let this be of no concern of yours, Mali.
Well, fish or not, I feel that old Gertrude is longing for sustenance. Could you see that she gets her meal?
Most certainly.
Okay, so we feed old Gertrude, why not? Fish is nowhere to be found right now. Like, suspiciously not visible.
Okay.
So we cook something for Gertrude.
Let's stir. Huh? No. That must have been the wind.
So this is somehow the cooking animation from Eastwards,
Let's get it to old Gertrude.
where all the vegetables and ingredients are jumping around. Cool, so let's talk to old Gertrude.
Pincus, not your tobacco again.
It is I, Toya, and I've brought you food.
It smells like food. You must be Toya then. Let me taste it. Ah, soul-infused octopus, minced with fennel? What on earth is going on, Toya?
It's nothing.
No. There is no sense lying to me. You've always cooked with your heart in your hand, Toya.
I've taken on a student. I find it difficult.
Ah, you feel ill-prepared then?
In many ways, yes.
I understand. My last battle lies many centuries behind me, but I do recall very few things from my training were directly applicable.
Adaption. The first rule both in the kitchen and on the battlefield. Something I hadn't considered in a long while. Thank you for reminding me, Gertrude.
What? I I told you, Pincus. I stopped smoking years ago.
I understand. I will be going then.
Okay, the old girl imparted some wisdom with us, anyway. And now we have to inspect the bush in the kitchen. Oh no! That's not a bush.
A good starter. Student?
Sensei, is this a test of patience as well?
What? How? How did you get here?
I've been hiding here for days, holding still in cover, just as you taught me. You walked by me multiple times, not acknowledging me, so I presumed my cover was not worthy of your praise.
Yes. Of course I noticed you. I only wanted to see how long you could hold still.
I knew it. And how did I do, Sensei?
You are to be commended, student. Your hiding techniques are quite advanced already. Thus, I believe you are ready for your second lesson, the assassination itself. I will demonstrate it on one of our skeleton crew.
You will assassinate a crewmate just for my training, Sensei?
The skeletons on the Mali are under special protection. None of our attacks can seriously harm them. Now, let me show you how it is done.
Yeah, we can now show student how assassination is done by taking down a skeleton.
Did you see? The ending of a life must be swift and meaningful. With doubt comes hesitation, and hesitation is defeat. Do you understand that?
I believe I do, Sensei.
Belief is not knowing. Not knowing is doubt. Eradicate all doubt. Only then can you strike true.
Thank you, Sensei. I will practice diligently.
Good. Out there in the real world, your adversaries will not go down so easily. So, as long as there is a sliver of uncertainty left, work with our skeletons.
I will heed your advice, Sensei.
Okay, I think we right now have finished all that there is to explore on the Marley. It's worth taking a closer look. You got all things to check out, like palm trees. I think the swimming characters can also take a swim down here if you feel like it. So there's Quentin's hoard, like where he puts all his treasure and the map table and people running around. It's actually quite enjoyable. Yeah,
Let's see what's out.
characters that can swim can take a swim next to the sailing ship. Cool. So
That sounds...
thanks again for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. I think this structure will be how I do this battle reports. We're gonna go on a mission and we're gonna fool around on the ship a bit. Maybe do something that props up randomly, and then we're gonna repeat that again. So if you like this, give it a like. And also, if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And then have a good one. See you in episode 5.